All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the House of Ridunculoso. Since you all entered at your own risk and you know victims are not allowed, let's really get on to this one because we're talking about Expendables 4. Fourth in the edition of all the other three. The other three, to me, they was great, but it's just monotonous, repetitive. So let's see if this one got something different. I mean, they got Megan Fox in there. They got a few of the ladies in there who's supposed to be taking and kicking the rear ends. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how the dynamic go. I think, like I said, I saw her and Jason Statham fighting, but you know, my boy Jason, he always like come through. So let's see what it is. Let's see what this mission is. I think it's supposed to be some betrayal off in there. Like I said, it's supposed to be some vengeance supposed to be going in there. So is it going to be the typical story? Or is it going to be like something different? Like I said, how's the rest of the guys going to come through fighting alongside the ladies? So I think we're gonna see if this popcorn is popping. I don't know. It might not be. It might not have no butter on it. It might not even have gotten off the corn cob yet. So we're here to take and delve into it, figure out, show you, tell you our thoughts. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we said. The wall of pops is gonna let us know. So let's get down to it. Let's go. All right, we back once again, Ridunculoso. This is the House of Ridicule. No victim allowed, especially in this movie, Expendables 4. Okay. Let's go through it. Let's give you the quick and dirty rundown. The non-spoiler edition.
Right.
So, basically what happened, they have a mission. Mission goes south. When the mission goes south, the team had a new change in management. That's what you want to say. The new change in management failed. Your boy Jason Statham had to come in and save the day.
Oh, that's daddy.
There was the internal betrayal, and then that was the movie.
That was the movie.
That was the freaking movie. So, you didn't. It was just. Oh my god! It sucks so bad.
What did they do?
This is the popcorn wasn't even popping. I don't even think it made it to the movie theater. This is it right here. This is my expression. So everybody can see my expression. You see it, but y'all see. That's my expression. Was like the other three way outweighed them. It went to this. I have before you the archetypes of Captain Marvel. You had the broomstick bandits show up, strong and mighty, didn't do anything, didn't show.
Hey, you don't appreciate the hair flowing in the wind, you know?
No. And the panda team that was behind the broomstick bandit. These supposed to be in action, strong and mighty, but but how they failed when you didn't have all of the men running up behind. Oh my god! Okay,
so basically,
okay. Let me
leading them. Is that what we're going with?
Let me lay it down. So now, like I said, we can get down into the deeper discussion because they haven't watched it. So now we can get into the full discussion so she can kind of fully embrace. I haven't even shared it with her yet. Okay, so this is how it starts off. You starts off with Jason Statham supposed to have been with Megan Fox. I guess they was, kind of the relationship, the kind of, she comes across as screaming at him and, tried to make it like, this is how American women supposed to act. And you as like you said, a British guy, don't argue. We're going to make this argument. That's kind of like, so happened, like I said, they want to talk like toxic femininity. That's what you want to call. So she want to fight, like that's exciting. So long story short, she goes into, like I said, a broomstick bandits. I'm just as good as you cavemen, and you can, like I said, with no kind. Okay, show me something. Like if you was in other shows, that would have made sense. Didn't make sense, but okay, push that aside. They go on a mission that basically gets set up. Sylvester Stallone dies. So when he died because, like you said, because they was just, like I said, it was kind of like a leak, and they knew they was coming. But just basically, they tried to make it like, oh, Jason Statham disobeyed his direct order because they supposed to been trying to get these kind of like nuclear codes or something. So they had to make sure they prevent the bad guys from getting it. So So basically, he disobeyed Salon order to just go after the villain versus trying to save him because he was going down in a plane that was crashing because they shot him down. So he was about to go down. I'm like, yeah, come on, I know, dude, you can't leave us alone. He's about to have a way out. You kind of like, come on, y'all.
Always,
So,
yeah.
but they show him, he died with his little, the coveted ring that he always wears. So anyway, they make it back, and it's almost like you got the new group like 50 Cent, and you got some of the new other members. But you're still like, okay. But long story short, they give the team to Megan Fox.
Wait.
And she was like, because I'm his girlfriend, but Jason took it. And then he upset. God, who can you blame? He didn't even work these missions, all this proven record, but then all of a sudden, the government gonna try to come in and like, oh well, you're off the team because you disobeyed and direct. And then I'm gonna give it to her. No, just like you said, just giving it to the broomstick bandit, but at least give it to the broomstick bandit that somehow we know that improve themselves and so forth. And I'll tell you how they better. I'll tell you how they better could use the broomstick bandit later in the show. After at the end, remind me of how they could have adequately really used Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Really pulled it in with the team. So she takes over the team, feel betrayed. They go into now they on this big ship in the middle of the ocean because it's supposed to have like a nuclear bomb on it because they're trying to start World War III or however it may be.
Okay.
And so they go in there immediately. Oh, it seems like it's a trap, and and then they all get caught.
What? I didn't see that coming.
So they all up in, I guess, like you said, a hold or wherever they had, and they sitting there talking about somebody said so. So the little team start bickering with each other, and it's your fault, and I don't know about you, and this is a new team, and they go through the whole bickering moment. And so at this time, Jason Statham had already, like you said, to do her, in the earlier before, like after she, got assigned over, he was trying to figure out where they was going because he wanted to avenge Sylvester Stallone. So.
Right.
Like I said, they go in there and they try to do the little fight, and I used to always try to say the Mr. and Mrs. Smith fight, and it was just trash. Only signature move she had was the little stupid move you see with all women who take and somehow get on top of the guy, do the little flip spin and then flip the guy. Anyway, so they do they look in her apartment kind of sexual tension fight thing, and then she was like, oh well, I'm the one, and you're gonna do this, and next thing you know, he done knocked it down, and so then he was like, oh, kind of like he give her her knife, so that's how he track her to get where they going, where they on the boat. So now he on the boat. Got it going there so he can try to, like you said, rescue him. Not really so much rescue, he didn't know at the time. Kind of avenge them because he didn't want to be part of the original team once they just signed it over to her. But it's his ego. No. You don't know
you like that. And what have you done to prove it?
Assign it to somebody who really had proven or even spoke more in the movie, in the beginning of the movie when if Sylvester Stallone really could have said, oh yeah, she really proved it. But it's like none of that. There's disconnect. Just like, oh, just give it to her because she's supposed to what?
So they didn't show any like background or nothing.
To make it like she's smart. And then they put in these lame clips of like the team walk, and they got
the slow-mo.
Yeah, the slow-mo. So ridiculous.
They had to show how strong they were. They're a unit.
I'm telling you couldn't make this up. So I was like, okay. So she had another little, like say they invited another team member. She was like, she was an Asian chick, but I don't really know, and we'll get it later. But to me, she was still kind of cool. It was like it's like they had the women in there, but it was more like they was kind of like in the background. You could have just said we could have made the movie without them. In a sense, that's how you felt.
Yeah,
and so then the guys could have been like more like, dude, like we want somebody who's been in the field, the realism, like not no, oh, well, she's just a new team, she's a new team captain now. We just gonna follow her. Like, wait, what? Because I'm putting my life on the line. So then, it's almost they want to make it like, oh, well, she's more intelligent. Because they got on the boat and she was like on the starboard side, and the guy was like, what's the starboard side? Like, I just and she looked at him like he's stupid. And he was like, well, Barney or Sylvester Stallone, he just said go left or right. Like I don't know what the starboard side is this. And the thing, it's like, okay, thank you. She knows like more than what he knows. So applaud her.
The thing is, they're dudes. They just simple. It is over here or over that way. We're not finna go ahead.
And so then they all fight. Then it just the whole show from that point is just them just shooting and fighting people. But it's nothing extravagant. 50 Cent had his music on a boombox tied to some kind of big heavy equipment coming down there, and they shooting it. Just that it plays his music.
Oh, okay.
So then, like you said, to me, it made like the little general guy better. Like he to me, he had a better fighting scene than supposedly and I think it was Tony Jaa. I gotta go and see who the guy was, but he's a well known, I guess maybe like a Thai martial artist. I have to go back and look. But like I said, but you have it where they had to take and fight this like the sub general, but he was somebody else. But it's like that was to me was more prolific than the end fight with Jason Statham and vengeance on the other guy who's supposed to be the leader. Like, dude, that went down so fast and was so lame. That fighting scene, like, what in the world?
Yeah, so no.
Anyway, after at the end, they had one of the other guys who was supposed to have been working for like the government or whoever to be on their side, you know, to supposed to have fun this whole particular mission. He was really out trying to free another guy who can kill. I don't even know the reason. It's just, but anyway, at the end, Jason, like I said, they all get off the boat because one of the persons is injured. Like, he gonna bleed out, so we got to save him. And then after they do that, you know, he cut the little rope on the little on the hook because he had to stay, you know, and stop the ship because and the evil people, because if the boat got close enough to the coast of Russia and the bomb goes off, it would have been World War III. So he goes in there fighting the whole scene thing, try to turn. So sad. Bad guy don't die, and they had to, like I said, the other, I mean, traitor guy. You know, he already killed the bad guy just with it was quick. But the traitor guy, the traitor guy who was funding a mission, he was like, I'm bad at them, and blah 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 blah. At the end, Sylvester Stallone come with his little rocket thing, shoot up the ship, blow it up. Oh, they didn't know you were alive. Jason Statham run down, get on the thing. They both fly away gloriously as the whole ship just explode in the ocean. The end. It is not. I didn't sense any popcorn popping. The butter was not dripping. It was. It sounded like it was all over the place. This is my expression. This is my. When I was sitting in the movie, I was literally almost dozed off twice. Like, what? Now, that being the end of it, the reason I said they could have done Megan Fox and the Broomstick Bandits better.
Yeah.
Broomstick Bandits, because like I said, these are archetypes when they abuse trying to say, oh, strong and independent, and it could, to me, they could have utilized her character to be more of the behind the scenes intel driving the mission.
Yeah, like the secret weapon type thing.
Yeah, because it wasn't like she was like, oh, she was there because she's like, I'm better than you came. It wasn't even from the point of, oh, I'm more of a badass, and it was just more of like, well, I know my education is better, my skill. But it's, if that was the case, just use her to like run the mission behind the scene. This is the mission prep. Like, this is what we're gonna do, boy. This is where you gotta go in. This is the intel on the ship. This is how we gotta do. She could have been in the ear, like, okay, this here, go here to this thing. Go. But they tried to mold her to be so much as one of the boys. It is like, it took away, like, no. Like none of the fighting scene. She did one more little over the head, round the waist type flip on one of the bad guys.
Yeah. Yeah, they
tried to do this dynamic, but it was horrible. Okay, but that's it. That's it. There you have it. What kind? And like I said, you got the Panda team lead because all them idiots. They tried to make. Like I said, idiots in terms of their characters.
Yeah, no.
Follow her, and they was like, it was almost like, I'm the lead, and these are my bodyguards. Like,
so basically, I can do what I want, and my boys got me.
Yeah, and instead of them, really saying, like, if you had one of the guys, I don't forget his name, but he was the sniper. And he did try to make things when Peter Sears said, well, he did disobey things. His death was in vain because you didn't say, like, it was like the other guy was like, like I said, like, dude, come on, like, don't ever say it was in vain, like, don't. And so but
it's a mission. Anything can happen. Don't do that.
It was just like, and I'm like, it's the realism it's not realism. The directing sucked. The acting sucked. It was like, to me, no saving. It was just a blah movie. Like, wait until it comes out on something and you just have nothing better to watch. Yeah. Or if you want to save your money, just go and watch the first 3 and do.
So basically, we're not missing nothing with this fourth one that they
not missing nothing. I just told you. Nothing.
Really, from what I'm hearing, it's like it's not really just a plot line, or like, though I get it, they trying to keep World War III from happening, but like does that blend in with the rest of the series, or we just like kind of like let's try something?
That was it. Well, most of them is like you said. You almost had these government dictators and such in the other movies. Well, it was still like they're going in a mission to like kind of like you said, rescue someone or save some country or something. It was the same, but even with this, it still makes it from the perspective that that they was going in to try to keep this guy from getting these launch codes for the different nuclear weapon that they could build, and that's that's kind of what the premise was. If they did do it, and then they could take and share these things within other people within the country, and terrorists could get them, and it could go however it may be. But then, so that's what you had. But it was in terms of the story,
like getting there was
so horrible. It was just blatant, like just cookie cutter, just. Oh, the normal, the betrayal, somebody in the inside this trade, betray him. Oh, we're supposed to have kind of vengeance.
Stuck with the same like corny trope of like, oh, the girl come in, she's better than the boys, and we're mad at each other, we make up, and we, like the typical group.
Well, they were trying to, I think that's what they were trying to push, that almost like you said, the women could be as strong as men. And I was still once again say yes, but in different fashions. Yeah.
Like Harley,
I would have been better if you made her a badass sniper, like something that's real, not her right out there in the middle of the fight with all the guys. Just no.
I tell even Harley Quinn understood. I need a weapon and I need to hit key points. I'm not going head up with a dude. Like what? Yeah. One hit is over.
Like I said, she didn't really fight per se, but it was just like she had the gun was shooting like they were, but it just. Like it was kind of all because you tried to make her this leader. Like you tried to make her this leader instead of like, oh, she's going with you because even it's so many ways the writers could have made it better with the woman really, showing her strength. It could have been like, oh, she's going in there because she got the intel and she need to go with you because she's the only one could deactivate the bomb or something. Like something that she really could have said, yeah, she really have a purpose. Like. But it was just like, no, she's going there because we assigned her as the leader of the team with no kind of resume build and no background of proof. But she's going to lead this team that's been going on for 20 years with the other Jason Statham being the guy's sidekick or dude to help him on the mission. But no, we're not going to make him because he disobeyed orders. So we're going to put this woman over here who we have no idea, like what's her experience. She's like 105 pounds. So how she going like. How did her other missions go?
It's so many ways they could have introduced her though, and had her to keep. I'm like, they missed it. Well, we're gonna give it to her because you disobeyed, and she's there. Like, but yeah.
So yeah, that's what we have. So it's just a block. You just wait till it come out. It's nothing out of the norm. No surprise, no twist. Because even when they was like, oh, Sylvester Stallone's character died, I was still like. Oh, because they showed his ring with the hand being burnt all up, but the ring was there, and I was still kind of like, I bet you're gonna show up at the end.
Yeah, that's a typical thing. Yeah, they always try to do the whole, oh, they died at the beginning, and oh my god, he's alive. Like it doesn't make sense for them to. What? How? Yeah. So it was pretty predictable, basically. Because from the trailer, I was expecting like, okay, maybe they got like some big thing, like a big twist in there somewhere.
No.
That's disappointing.
That's what you got. It wasn't surprising. So I'll tell you, it's not worth your $10. You're gonna leave the theater looking like this. You're gonna leave the theater with this expression on your face, and you're gonna say, "I could have went out and got me a burger."
Right.
And sat at home and watched the other thing. You could have just went in your pantry and got your popcorn. Got your microwave, get your Orville Redenbacher, sat down with your lady, with your friend, whoever it may be, and watch the first 3. And you
well, that's disappointing because I told they hyped the trailer up so much. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe they got like some big reveal or something, but yeah.
So that's it. Yeah. So that's it. So we'll just end it right there. Don't go and see it. It does not work. I mean, if you want got $10 away, or $20, it's just not worth it. Guys, just wait till they come out on whichever streaming service. Yeah,
there's way more options out there to use your 20 on.
All right. So we signing off, team. The Funko Pops have spoken. The popcorn is not popping. So until next time, my movie connoisseurs, keep popping.
Disappointed. Disappointed. My hopes are just gone. But yeah.